Hi guys, welcome to another webinar of OpenLM. I'm Sagi, I will be your host for today. And well, what are we going to do today? What are we going to go over today? So we're going to go over the basic alerts and notification capabilities found in OpenLM. So what are we going to talk about today? Now, first of all, we'll discuss the alert management. We'll talk about each type of alert and we'll see how it can help you. For example, we have all the admin alerts, meaning you got too many denials, the license is about to expire, something is not responding. And you got all the alerts that are user-based, like user is not in a group, the user is using a duplicate license, a session is too long, etc. So basically, you can set up OpenLM to send you all these notifications. When these criteria happen, you can get an email. And in that email, you'll have defined exactly what went wrong, which criteria and which condition was tripped. So we'll go over each one in demonstration, just live. So what will you need? First of all, you will need SMTP server because you'll need to get a verification code to your email, and the email could only be sent if you have your SMTP server configured in OpenLM. So we'll see how to do that as well. Next, we'll also take a look at the report scheduler, which is a free component of OpenLM. You can just download, install, and pretty much schedule reports. So you want that report each week, each night, maybe each month. You can set up many different schedules of many different reports, and I'll even show you something that you can do using the scheduler just to alert you on certain criteria that the alert management does not. So for the report scheduler, you'll need the same thing as the alert management because an alert and a schedule is basically the same thing. Both send you an email. So for both, you must have an SMTP server configured. But for the report scheduler, you'll need the component report scheduler installed next to OpenLM server on the same server itself. Lastly, we'll take a look at a functionality that is embedded in the core OpenLM product. It requires an extra component called the OpenLM agent, but it does not require any extra cost or anything. It's totally free. You already have it. You probably don't know that you have it. But what is it? It's a notification that the end user can get when a license he needs becomes free. So let's say I try to get a license, but I get denied. So I can just wait. And once the license is free, I get a message popping up just like this, saying that, hey, you got that license free now. You can go and try and get it. So what do you need for that? Basically the OpenLM agent installed on the workstations. Now, okay, let's see that in action. Let's see how OpenLM can actually notify you and make the whole licensing management process much more automatic. So let's take a look. First of all, we'll go to Start, Administration, and we'll go to Alert Management. You probably already have that, but if not, you can get it from sales for 30 days trial if you need. Now, what are we seeing here? We can create a new rule. Let me just show you how. So new rule, and let's call it test rule 2. And it's not going to be very severe. It's going to be a notice. Now the difference between notice, alert, warning, it's just descriptive. So any time of any day, we're going to set the rules for when to send it within the rule itself. So I created a new rule. You see I have two. I have all conditions demo and the one I created now, the test rule 2. Now we can add one of these rules right here. Now let's understand what each one does. So feature usage percentage, that means if the usage has gone over, let's say 99% or maybe 95%, then notify me. Why do I need that? Why do I need to know it's getting to 95%? Well, because the license is stressed, is about to be maxed out. Like if you got 100 licenses and 95 are currently being used, you only got 5 left, you need to know about it. Maybe you set it to 99 and you just got 1 left. So you need to know about it so you can release those licenses. So you can go to workstations and close them up. So you can remotely close applications. So you can run scripts and close servers and do whatever it is that you do to release licenses, because this will tell you, hey buddy, people are going to start getting denied. You're going to start getting calls from end users saying, you don't have a license, I don't have a license. Okay, what's next? Duplicate license usage. These are for all the naughty end users, meaning that they are using this same application twice. Now, they shouldn't be able to use it twice. You can define for them to not be able to. So they can only open one process of that application at once. It can't get 2 licenses at once because it can only work on one, is one person. So you can define what does that mean? So same license on a single workstation, does that constitute as duplicate usage or related license, meaning that it's a part of the same package? What constitutes as the duplicate license usage? Next, we'll also have feature expiration date. Now, this is very useful. Everybody uses it. If it goes under, let's say, 30 days, then you get a notification. Hey, this license is about to be expired. You can set this for all the features. Then you just get a notification 30 days before it gets expired, maybe 60 days, and you'll know to buy more licenses, or at least renew them. License server is not responding. That's pretty self-explanatory. It notifies you if the license server is not responding, but we can also act upon this. I'll show you in a moment. So user is not assigned to a default group or project. Well, if you got OpenLM connected to your Active Directory, then everybody should be grouped. If someone is using an application, let's say OpenLM recognizes someone using Autodesk, but is not in any group, meaning is not a part of your Active Directory, meaning who's that guy? So you need to check. You get a notification that, hey, this guy is not in a group. Check who that guy is. So maybe you got some unauthorized usage right here. You need to check. So usage session duration, if a session just drags on for too long. Let's say I want to get notified whenever a user uses more than 10 hours. So I can get notified and I can send him an email. Hey buddy, you're using for too long. Please put back the license. Now the last thing is total number of denials within a predefined period. What does that mean? Why do I need to know that? Yeah, I got a lot of denials. So, well, let's say that the feature is not expired. The license server is responding. Everything is as it should be, but people are not getting licenses. You don't know why. Just everything seems to be working, but people are not getting their licenses. Well, you can tell by the denials. You got 100 denials in the span of 2 minutes. Well, people are trying to get into work in the morning. They want to try and open the application, but they can't. So they try again and again and again. And everybody does that because there's somehow no connection to your server. So you can get notified and know that something's wrong with the system. Now, what can you do with this? Okay, I'll know that the feature is about to be maxed out. I'll know that someone's being naughty. Okay, but what can I do with it? First of all, you can get an email sent to you. Once you configure your SMTP server, you can just send the email. Hey, this guy is not using, this guy is using too much, and so on. You can get it as an SMS if you set it here, as an application alert, just in the event log, just in the log of OpenLM, or run a broker command or program on OpenLM server. Now, let's try and understand what are the benefits that we have here. Now, let's say I've got usage session duration. If it's over, I don't know, 600 for, well, let's say all features, then I want to get notified. I want to get notified by email, but there's something I can do here. I can notify also the involved user. So not only I will get the email, he will also get the email saying that he's been using too long or whatever. So you can add even a title, say, hey, buddy, please put back the license when you're done. And he gets that as the title, as the customized title. Now, of course, you can choose the address, the user, and that's it. Now that's an email. That's pretty self-explanatory. You get an email, the involved user get an email. If there are many involved users, they all get an email. Great. What is broker command? Why do I need that? Let's say that the license server is not responding, meaning that the license manager is down. Well, you can run broker command on the license server itself. So you can start, stop, reread, restart, or just run a custom command, like it's a CMD script that you can just run on the license server itself. So if you got like a full script for running the service and everything, so you can have it automated. If the license server is not responding, run my command and that's it. You don't have to go to the server to get it back up again. Okay, but where do we define the email here? Where do we define the SMTP server details? Well, if we go to Start, Administration, Email SMS, so here you can define your SMTP host, usernames, email, everything. Now you should use your own SMTP server. You can't use ours, of course. You'll have something by default there, but it's junk, it's gibberish. You'll need to add it for yourself and then you can actually use it. You can actually use the SMTP to send emails from OpenLM to you or any involved user. So if you remember, we said that both the alert management extension sends emails, but also schedules. So the schedule also uses this. Make sure this is configured if you want to schedule reports. Now, what is the scheduler? Scheduler is pretty simple. It's just a component. If you go to OpenLM, go to the customer area under downloads. Scrolling down, you'll see the report scheduler. So downloading it, it's just an executable file. You just double click, next, 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 and it's installed as long as it's installed on the same server as the OpenLM server. So as you see, pretty simple. And once that's done, let me take you to the interface and see what we can do with it. Any report in OpenLM can be shared, of course, by link, by email, or scheduled. So you can create a new schedule with a couple of emails or users or groups of users, whatever you choose. And you'll get an email on that schedule with, first of all, a PNG file of this of the report that you filtered, and also a CSV file of the table itself. So you'll get both once you schedule it. Now, this means you don't need to access OpenLM as much. Once you have this component installed, the report scheduler, you can set up the reports that you need. So you select all the filters that you need, the server name and all that. You can even click here and actually save it, give it like a new name and save it if you'd like. But if you don't even want to go into the interface, you can just, after clicking apply and seeing it on the screen, you can click share, schedule, and you can just schedule it to be sent to your email. Now, once you created those schedules, clicking start scheduling tasks, you'll be able to see those here. So yeah, I didn't finish configuring it. I'm not going to do that right now. But once you're done, you can automate your system even more. Okay, so that's wonderful. We see how we can automate OpenLM a bit more. We can get notifications when stuff happens. We can send ourselves scheduled reports, like every week. Give me the last week. Great. But we can also give the end user something. What can we give him? Well, let's jump to a demo system I have here. I have two demo systems with agents on them. So I have this one, which will grab now an AutoCAD license. It's called Win10 Demo, and I've got Demo V4, where I'll also try and grab an AutoCAD license. Now, as you already know what's going to happen, because we only have one license, I'm going to get denied. So there we go. So I got denied on this server. What I can do now, as an end user, I'm an engineer, I want to use AutoCAD. What I can do now is try to get it again and again and again and again and again, pretty much wasting my time. I can just go and do something else, work on another project, and the agent will notify me once the license has been released. So let's say this license, well, yeah, I'm done with it. I worked on it. It was wonderful. Now time to go home. So you close it. And once you close it, it will take a few minutes because there is a grace period for FLEXlm. So it will take a few minutes, but once that's done, we'll get a notification saying that, hey, remember the license that you got denied from? Well, now you can use it. Now it will not only be in the workstation he was on, it will actually track him, to track the user. So it will try to find where I am now. For example, now I'm on my workstation and it knows that I'm watching this, so it popped it up in the original PC, saying that, hey, the license that you're looking for, now it's free. Now you can go and get it. So as an end user, I just go to AutoCAD, try and get it, and boom, I have a license because the agent knows about it. It knows to tell me. So that's another notification that you can set And this is set for the end users. So the admin can go to Start, Administration, go to Agent Policy, and Available License Notification right here. If this is checked, your users, if they have the OpenLM agent installed, they will be able to get that notification. Now again, this is free of charge. If you have OpenLM, even the most basic OpenLM there is, provided it's an on-premise solution, not cloud, even if you have the most basic OpenLM, you have the OpenLM agent within your license, not active agent, just agent. Active agent is taking this agent and giving it steroids, basically. So this is not active agent. Active agent, you need to pay more. This is, let's say, passive agent. You got this component, and what it does, it allows for notifying the end user, but also it gives the end user a license usage information screen. So the end user can see, oh, I need ANSYS, and I have 6 licenses, 6 are currently in use. So as an end user, I can click it and I see who's actually using it, when they started, where they're using it from, and I can maybe call them up. And if I have everything connected to my Active Directory as an admin, then one clicking on the name here will get their details as well. So here you won't see anything because it's demo data, it's not real people. There's no Stacy or Toby or Tyson, it's just demo information. So I don't really have their emails. But if you do, you can decide that end users will be able to see other end users' details and then call them up and say, hey, I need the license. I see that you've been using since noon. Can you please track the license or whatever? Basically, they sort it out among themselves. They don't have to call you up because they already have it. So that's basically it. That's all I wanted to go over today. That's all the notifications OpenLM can provide. But there is one more thing that I want to show you. It's very simple. If you go to widgets, start widgets alerts. So you also have these alerts. Now these alerts are basically system alerts. Something is wrong with the system. Now you don't get this to your email, but what you can do, you can schedule it and get it every day. So you'll get a list of what happened during that day and you see all the alerts that you have. So this is another way to get all the alerts of OpenLM and also see them by email and also kind of maintain OpenLM without actually accessing OpenLM. And that's it. So what did we go over today? We went over the alerts management, which allows you to send alerts when different criteria and different conditions are met. We've seen the report scheduler, which allows you to schedule different reports and get them by email. We've seen the availability notification, which allows the end user to get notified when the license he needs is now available. And that's it, guys. Now I would like to hear from you. If you have any questions, anything you would like to see, anything you'd like to know, go ahead. You can use the GoToWebinar questions box. There's like a chat box there, a questions box. You can just use that, ask any question. I'll be happy to answer. But if this is enough for you, then I would thank you very, very much. If you later on have any questions that you'd like to ask, or just remember something that you must know right now, then you can do a few things. You can go to our website, go to contact us, and you can contact us by email, either support or sales. Or you can just call us up in any of these numbers, anywhere around the world. But the fastest option and the best way to get in touch with us is using this button right here. This is the chat button. It allows you to start a chat with one of our support or sales engineers. It's the fastest way because it's basically rings all across our offices, so you're bound to get someone to answer. Like anytime, any day, go ahead. This is the best way. So that's it. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great day. If you have any questions, please stay and go ahead and ask. Oh, thanks, Jeffrey. Okay, so thank you, guys. Have a great day. Bye.